Hello and welcome to today's pandemic update video for Thursday, December 8th, 2022. Cases are continuing to rise in the United States and they are continuing to worsen. Take a look here at the CDC community transmission map. You'll see something that points out to you right away on this map compared to previous videos that we have done. And that is there's a heck of a lot more red, which stands for high transmission. In fact, 2,329 counties are now at high transmission, or 72.28% of all counties are now at high transmission. That's a 27% increase over week. Substantial, 18.9%, moderate, 6.55%, low, 3.07%. Let's take a look at the latest variants and subvariants, shall we? BQ1.1 is the dominant variant at 31.9%, BQ.1 is at 30.9%, BA.5 is at 13.8%, BF.7 is at 6.3%, XBB is at 5.5%, BN.1 is at 4.6%, BA.4.6 is at 2.3%, BA.5.2.6 is at 1.8%, BF.11 is at 0.9%, BA.2 is at 0.8%, BA.2.75 is at 0.7%, and finally, BA.2.75.2 is at 0.5%. There will be a new official update of this tomorrow by the CDC. Alright, today's cases. Disclaimer. There's some backlogs that were reported today, weekly reportings, and one in particular which was really big. California. Today's cases. 179,882 new cases, 909 new deaths, and mind you, this number may not be complete. It could go up even higher, because lately they have not been finishing on this website until well into the overnight hours for some reason. Testing, 1,293,245 new tests. Again, a large number. That's because of California. Hospitalizations up by 127 to 37,736. Currently in the ICU, 4,310. That's up by 21. Alright, today's cases. California today reported 74,497 new cases in the last week. And let's talk about their deaths too. They reported another 192 deaths. Florida reported 100 deaths today, by the way. And Florida added, this is I believe a weekly total, 18,090 new cases. New York State, 6,574. Illinois, 3,334. Ohio, weekly number, 16,061. Virginia, 1,845. Wisconsin, 1,545. Washington State, 6,485. Minnesota, 6,359. Colorado, 4,993. Missouri, 7,798. Alabama, 5,807. Louisiana, 4,453. I mean, these cases are really rising in some states now. These are southern states now that you're seeing here with weekly totals, and they're going way up. Maryland, 1,034. That's a daily number. Utah, 4,728. Puerto Rico, 2,053 cases. We've been watching Puerto Rico explode. Their hospitalizations continue to go up, by the way. Arkansas, 681 new cases. Connecticut, 695. Oregon, 4,495. Iowa, 3,471. New Mexico, 741. West Virginia, 298. Idaho, 1,638. Rhode Island, 1,652. New Hampshire, 272. And Maine, 264. Continuing on with New York State, again, 6,574 new cases, 7.5% positivity. Today, their hospitalizations are at 3,419, down ever so slightly from yesterday, but their ICUs are back over 300 with 303 people in the ICU. Taking a look at the HHS hospitalizations for today, and that will show us here that there are 38,566 people in the hospital. The national capacity usage is still at 80.13%, which is really high. 5.5% of the beds are being used for coronavirus. Texas, on the most recent update, had 2,730 new cases. Don't know if that's specifically for today or is that yesterday. Yeah, that's yesterday. They are doing weekly, so I would assume with Texas being such a large state, that number's got to be much higher than that. People are either just not getting tested. As you can see here, probable cases, 2,945. So that takes it close to 6,000 cases, but no, I'm not buying that whatsoever. The positivity rate is at 14.14%, and our most recent hospital update shows 1,977 people in the hospital. All right, taking a look at Walgreens. Let's refresh this. Make sure it's the most latest numbers. Yep. 36.4% is the national average positivity. Total number of tests is at 52,623. That's a significant increase from last week. And we actually are starting to see the national positivity kind of level off a little bit. It's not rising as much. So that's some good news, but at the same time, 36.4% is a really high number, and we do have some states with high numbers. First off, let's look at Maine. Maine's actually down 10% to 33.1%. Vermont, on the other hand, continues to rise. They're at 36.4%. How about Alabama? Alabama's at 32.1%. That's up by 7.2%. Arkansas, 32.6%. That's up by 6.5%. Connecticut's up 7.1% to 35.9% positivity. Delaware, 35.2%, an increase of 9.2%. California, 45.4%, close to an all-time record high. The record is actually 46.5% back in July. And finally, let's end this on Florida. Florida was rising, then they slowed a little bit, and now Florida's going straight up. 34.4%, a difference of 2.2%, and that's with 1,200 more tests than the prior week. 4,504 people tested. Alrighty, that's today's update. My advice to you is, if you haven't got your bivalent booster yet, please go out there and get the booster. I know it doesn't prevent a case of COVID. I know it does not prevent long COVID, but some protection is better than nothing at all. Also, on top of that, even if you've already gotten your booster, you need to continue masking. N95 masks are better. Even if you haven't gotten your booster, mask. I don't care who you are, who you think you are, you're not invincible. We're in a major surge right now, and cases are going to remain high for the next several months. In fact, post-Christmas, post-New Year's, cases will go even higher than they are now. Hospitalizations will go even higher. And let's not forget, flu is still really high right now. We're breaking some records with flu. I just found out last week was the most recorded cases since they started keeping records of flu in one consecutive week. That's really bad. Coupled with RSV, coupled with everything else that's going around, there's a lot of illness right now. You don't want to find yourself in an emergency room or in the hospital. It would be a very unpleasant experience at this time. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. Take care. See you next time.